Nat Joy here from Floor Temple Movement, and I'm here to show you how to hold a silk fan in the basic fan grip. So I've got a standard silk fan here with a standard 1.8 meter silk, and I'm right-handed, so I'm going to show you with a right-handed fan. So if we just open up the fan, so there's a right and a wrong way of opening it. So if you got to open your fan and it opens up this way and it doesn't move anymore, you simply need to stop. You don't want to pull anymore and just go in the opposite direction. So go that way and then it will open in the correct way. So what we're going to do, first of all, get your left hand, if you're right-handed like me, take hold of your silk fan at the top just to give it a bit of stability, and then with your right hand you're going to hold out the palm of your hand like so, and then just place that silk fan into the center of your palm, and then you'll see the little wooden, these are called staves here, so these little wooden staves, you want to make sure that the stave that's sitting on the top, see how they sort of go down like steps, and this is the highest step, that's the one you want your thumb to be sitting on. So if you've got the wrong fan, if you've got a left-handed fan, you're going to have the wrong position. So you'll see the difference. This is a left-handed fan. And when I got to put my thumb on what should be the highest stave here, the highest stave is not there. It's actually on this side. That's how you know you've got the wrong fan. So just showing you again. So you want to place that in the center of your palm, your thumb's gripping onto that highest stave here, and you're just squeezing. This is a back view, so my fingers are evenly distributed, and I want to apply enough pressure so that when I'm in flow, my fan isn't going to collapse and sort of go like this, because you're just going to lose the effect and it's not going to look as good when you're in flow. So enough pressure to keep your fan nice and strong and sturdy. And I'm going to show you a couple of moves that you can use with this grip, with this standard grip. It's really good for moves like slides and flutters. There's a variety of moves. This is probably the most common fan grip. So let's get started. Okay, let's put that into practice. So holding our fan in standard fan grip, we're going to start off with some slides. So slides are this move here. So let me just break this down for you. So what I'm doing is I'm starting with my fan on my left side, and I'm simply dragging the fan across to my right. When I get to the right hand side, I'm flipping my fan and then sweeping it all the way across to my left and flipping my fan backwards again. So it's always flipping the fan backwards. And so something that can really help with this move is just imagine that you have a surface underneath your fan and you're simply sweeping the fan over the surface, trying to keep your fan as flat and horizontal with the ground as possible. I'm going to give you a view of this move with me facing this way, flipping behind, and I'm sort of just shifting the weight from my feet in a side to side lunge. You can turn with this move. Bit of troubleshooting. There might be a tendency to want to turn your fan this way and slide back across like this rather than flipping your fan over. It just doesn't look as good and you've got way less control. It's a bit of a weird position for you to be in. So you always want to remember that when you're sliding your fan across, you're flipping backwards, like so. So another beautiful move that we can add on to this are flutters. And so this goes really well with this move because we're already in the position that we need to be in from slides to add in a flutter. So this move can be as dynamic as you like, or as ethereal as you like. And we can add it in and incorporate it whilst we're doing slides, like so. It really only works fluidly in one direction. So traveling from left to right, flutter, but traveling from right to left, you want to just slide. Left to right, flutter, right to left, slide. Something you can really do to play with this move is turn at the same time. Okay, and the third move I want to show you is my absolute favourite. It is the rainbow. So there's two ways of doing this one. It's really simple, but it's so beautiful. So we're going to start off with our fan on our left hip, and all we're going to do is simply sweep the fan over our head to the other side. And as we do that, we're going to bring another element in. We're going to bring our hand in. So if you open the palm of your hand so that all your fingers are spread quite wide, this time when you lift the fan over your head, you're going to trace the fan with your hand like so. And so I'm going to give you a close-up of this one because we're going to do the same move again, but we're going to do it from, rather than it being from hip to hip, we're going to do it from the front to the back. And so if I can just show you a close-up of how this looks. So I like to use lunges when I'm doing this move. So when I'm doing the rainbow from left to right, I'm shifting with my weight on my feet. Same again, when I'm doing the rainbow over my head, I'm shifting from my front foot, my left foot, and shifting the weight to the back foot. So once you have done your rainbow, your fan falls to the back. It's sort of you're in this position with your arm down. So to get back into the correct position to do a rainbow, all you're doing is you're simply dragging your fan around to the front again into the correct position to add in another rainbow. So if we add all of that together, starting off with our slides, we'll do 4 of each. So starting with our slides, now we'll do some flutters. And a rainbow. Stepping forwards with your left foot, bringing your fan to the front, and more rainbows from the front. So just to recap, we've learned slides, turning slides, flutters, and rainbows. So just those 3 moves alone, that's enough for you to practice with, play with them, make them your own. And of course, with anything, the more practice you get, the more fluid and refined those movements are going to become. So I hope you enjoyed today's class. Thanks so much for watching.